State and local tax, referred to as SALT, is a tax service line focused on all the various ways companies may be subject to state and local tax. All 50 states have their own tax laws applying to companies doing business within them. In addition, companies must abide by tax regulations set at the local level. For example, if a company has a store in Boston selling coffee cups, that company will likely be subject to an income tax in Massachusetts. For customers walking into the store, that company may have to charge sales tax and remit it to the state when a customer makes a purchase. If the company sells coffee cups over the internet to a customer in Illinois, the company could be subject to an income tax in Illinois and may have to charge sales tax when invoicing the customer. Tax is a major business consideration. We have seen companies move their headquarters from one state to another, largely driven by state tax laws impacting their business. Professionals in SALT may research state tax laws, prepare state corporate tax returns, or review internet sales of a company to help the company determine whether to include sales tax on the bills they send to customers. KPMG has extensive training, which often requires that professionals travel to training sites. In addition, multi-state companies have offices throughout the United States, and sometimes globally, requiring professionals to travel to client locations. For example, a global client may have U.S. offices in places like Boston, Miami, San Francisco, or Kansas City. If needed, our SALT professionals would travel to these locations to work on-site with accounting and tax personnel. Federal tax reform has had a profound effect on U.S. businesses. The 50 states all must decide whether the federal tax reform provisions will be adopted. Thus, we have to understand how each state will individually treat the federal changes. We understand that many businesses do not have an in-house capability to keep up with all the tax law changes and filings, and therefore require our help. We have seen many companies asking KPMG to essentially serve as their tax department by outsourcing the tax function to us. This allows professionals the opportunity to work closely with client personnel and serve as their tax advisor. SALT at KPMG is an exciting area of focus, with lots of opportunities for talented professionals to grow their skills and harness new insights for our clients.